Join us now to break down the report and the consumer landscape. Bob Drbul, equity research analyst at Guggenheim. Macy's is in I don't know what you call it, a retrenchment or something, Bob. At this point, are you seeing signs of progress in the latest quarter?
Morning, Joe. Yeah, I think Macy's is off to a really good start, with the new leadership that's taken over. And this quarter was definitely encouraging start for what they're trying to achieve.
The stock is sort of unsure which way to go. Where are they in their efforts in terms of closing stores that are underperforming and getting back to that was a much higher stock, obviously, not too long ago. What do they need to do? And do you see a path back?
Well, I think overall, what they're really trying to do is take some new steps, and there's an aggressive store closure plan, which I think is a really intelligent, first move for them. Their plan is to close 150 underperforming Macy's and try and reprioritize the remaining 350. They're trying to grow luxury store locations by 20%. There's an asset monetization program in place. And I think it's just a really tough business, and it's really competitive, and it's a tough landscape, and the consumer positioning is also not really helping them, right now as well.
Is there you see, Bob, a transition to a different business model than malls? How many malls are really like we think about from 30, 40 years ago? If you're not an A mall, is it 10% or left? What is it? That's why I don't know where Macy's fits into the whole picture of the future of retail.
One of the things that I would say from this morning, Joe, there are a lot less malls and there are a lot less high quality malls. But from the Macy's strategy, what you're seeing right now is their top 50 locations are actually performing quite well. I think they were up this quarter, 3.5%. And I think what they're really trying to do is narrow down the winning locations, find the right strategy within the consumer and navigate a lot of these, headwinds that are out there in the retail landscape, competitive pressures, consumer pressures, real estate pressures, interest rates, inflation, everything. It's not an easy road. But I think they're early days and they're taking some of the right steps. I think that store closure program was a lot more than we anticipated. And I feel like that's a great start to the strategy. And as they, narrow down their location base, they can focus a lot more from the strategy and be more competitive.